Hello and welcome to this week's episode of PolitiBabble Newscast. As always, it's me, Brisha Shaw, and I'm joined with...
Sam Rowe.
And I, Archibald Elliott.
Oh,
Fancy.
okay.
I know, added some extra words in there, yeah.
Me trying to get the word count up.
It's just like history episodes,
Yeah.
putting the word count.
I don't do history.
I
Imagine
do
doing
stretch
history
stuff out
at
in
level.
history.
I run out of words. I
Yeah.
literally run out of words. I'm such a good spin doctor. You don't even need to go near the word limit. I need to aim under the word limit. And I go like 5,000 over.
It's a constant struggle to know whether to say further or moreover.
Yeah.
It's like...
Anyways.
I hope that's blasted your ears out with the PolitiBabble theme tune. Yeah.
Fingers crossed, that is our goal.
So, we're back again for another week of PolitiBabble Newscast, as Bridget
Yay.
said.
Oui.
Yay.
Yeah, we. How are our weeks, guys?
Mine's alright. I did have something to say, but I can't remember what it was.
A good start. My
And I
week...
was like, I'm going to talk about this on the podcast, but I forgot it. So.
What podcast, Brisha? This is just a radio program.
This is
isn't
a
it?
live...
Have you not
no.
heard us on Max
Thing.
Radio? You know?
Yes.
Sam, your week?
Oh, I already answered this. Yeah, my week was fine. It was good.
Do anything exciting?
No. I...
Cool.
But we all have a model security council
Oh, yeah.
on Friday, which should be fun.
Very
I feel like
exciting.
that's what I was going to mention, but I can't remember.
We all... are
Brisha's
gonna be-
representing the brilliant human rights perfect record Assad regime of Syria.
Yes.
Didn't use chemical weapons against their own civilians.
We would like to point out, as the representative of the
We're
Syrian
moving
government,
on.
We're moving on. Thank you very much, Brisha. The
By the
Assad
way,
government committed
personal-
mass murder against their own
personal opinion,
citizens.
I don't agree with the Assad government, but for this,
Good,
but for
nicely
this,
done.
You saved yourself there, Brisha.
yes.
Do.
Anyway, in local news, and sorry
It's
to
a sad
start.
one.
Yeah,
Sad
this
one.
is a pretty sad one, to be quite honest. Local and international war hero Hector Duff has unfortunately died of the ripe old age of 101.
I mean, good. 101 is good.
That's
Like,
a good long life for Hector, my man. Thoughts and prayers with the family of Mr. Duff. Was he OB'd? Probably.
Yeah.
I feel like he was probably knighted or
there's
something.
a few
Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
best wishes to them, obviously.
Yes.
Yeah.
The thoughts. Unfortunately, I'm not religious. Not
Yeah, I was going to
prayers.
say, Archie,
Yeah.
Archie and I aren't praying, but our thoughts go to them. Yeah.
Anyway, moving on to wider news. Priti Patel. Oh my god, I did a proper newscast voice then. I'm
Moving
very
on
sorry.
to wider news. Priti Patel.
Priti
yes.
Patel is a bully.
Well, that's
Are we
what the
surprised?
report, which is an independent report
Yeah.
commissioned by Boris Johnson himself, a beautiful blue report, as we like to say.
You know,
here
and
at
they,
PolitiBabble.
they invested in it. They put the time into it. They spent money on it at a time where money is very, it's a precious commodity for Britain at the moment. And I'm sure, Boris Johnson took the results of that very seriously.
Unfortunately, beautiful blue Boris Johnson took the reports of the beautiful blue report and said we don't actually want to listen to any of that actually. So
That's
there was
load of
no
waffle.
real point.
Oh, so he ignored it all.
Yeah.
He's wasted money. Yep.
Yeah, most internal government reviews, as
Tory
said
government
by
waste money.
said by Sir Humphrey
do that.
Appleby on Yes Minister and Yes Prime Minister, the internal reviews are just there to show the public something's being done. They don't actually come to anything. And the whole point of an internal review is to say we looked at it, we took a look, and we still think there's nothing wrong.
Of course, the
Carry on.
person who's conducted that investigation has now resigned, which is a fairly big statement.
See, when I read the headline of that, I thought Priti Patel had been bullying the person who resigned into resigning, and I was like, and Boris still thinks that she isn't a bully, but no, I just misread it because I'm silly.
Fair enough. Although honestly, I wouldn't put it past Priti Patel. She's a work. She's a piece of work.
Piece of work. Speaking of Boris, the vaccine for COVID-19 has been approved in the
Good
UK.
news. Good news.
Good news or bad news,
Yeah.
depending on where you are.
But
Depending on,
here at
yeah.
PolitiBabble, we think it's good news.
Yeah.
And if you don't think it, you're not on PolitiBabble.
Yeah. I've only seen a very select few people who think that's bad
Yeah.
news, and they're a bit special. So
But it's been approved by the UK medical drugs regulator.
Mm.
And it's due to be rolled out next week.
Yes.
Yes.
Hooray. Which is
Which
great.
is-
Which is
yeah.
good news.
Just
Can't
like
wait for them to
Christmas.
get microchipped.
Yeah, the government's going to be tracking you.
They
Meanwhile,
are
their phone in their pocket.
They are conspiracy theories spouted on mainly Facebook by people mainly named Karen.
Yes.
Yeah. It's
On
mostly
Darren.
Karens. Karens and Darren. Back at it again.
Speaking of COVID, the Isle of Man officially has 0 COVID cases.
I
On
know.
the
That we know
active
of,
COVID
yeah.
cases on the island.
Which is excellent news.
Good on us.
Excellent.
Woohoo!
Obviously, you know,
We
we still have
did
to
a
be
lot,
careful,
yes.
but yeah, that's
Yeah.
good news.
Yeah.
We're doing well. We're doing well. Better than some other countries.
You know, some beautiful blue countries unfortunately aren't
This
doing
is
very well.
this is just a quick question because David Ashford, future MBE, or has he got his MBE?
He's got an MBE.
Got an
yes.
MBE.
Do you think he should have been MBE'd?
Do we want to say?
You know, it's not really my decision to make.
No, yeah, but I don't think.
But surely
He's
you
done a
have an
good job.
opinion. Yeah, but well, he did his job.
Yeah. And you know, if you want to check out an interesting thing I did with David Ashford, check out Paul Moulton's Sunday debate show from last week. Or
Was
it
that
week
last
before?
week? I don't know.
Week before. I can't remember the date of it. And that was good fun, you know. Yeah.
Did he introduce himself as David Ashford MBE?
He didn't
Good.
know. He
Oh, that was so
didn't know.
sad. Archie had such a
Yeah.
good topic change, and then he just switched. We just reached out and switched it back. That was so hard to watch.
Sorry. India strike?
Oh yes. So in India, a few days ago, I think it was the 26th to the 27th.
Mhm.
A 250 million workers went on strike in both the private and public sectors,
Which is quite impressive.
which is holy moly, a lot of people. Basically they were calling for lots of different things. Collective action. They wanted a higher minimum wage, better working conditions, the reining in of the prices of certain essentials, food and sanitary products and things like that. And I think first and foremost, it's a massively impressive display of worker action. I think it's the fact that 250 million people can be organised.
That's like a quarter of India's population, isn't it? 'Cause I think India's like 1 billion
Yeah,
people in
it's-
India,
it's a-
around about.
it's a massive.
Or is it no?
India.
Sorry.
It's close to a bit. I think.
Yeah, I think it is like
India-
around.
I think it's. I think they
billion.
crossed a billion mark. India population. Let's find out. Yeah. 1.353 billion as
Yeah.
of 2018. So yes.
So that's like a little. It's like a quarter of India's population. So
It's-
it'd be like a quarter of the working population has gone on strike, which is
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
very
good.
It's good, yeah,
Like,
because
imagine if-
they're asking for
imagine if-
basic things.
Because I think it's very impressive they managed to get 250 million people.
Imagine
Yeah.
if a quarter of the people in England went on strike,
I
or
know.
Britain went on
Well,
strike.
we'll be seeing 250,000 people attend the Isle of Man's premier climate strike on December the 11th outside Tynwald at 12:30 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I-
course.
climate
Oh
striking.
yeah, that's what I have. on
If
that day.
only we'd see 250,000 people, you know.
If only there were. Yeah.
A
Quarter of a
250,000
million people on the island.
That would be quite
Yeah.
something.
Can we get a quarter of 1,000 people?
Could we get a quarter of Tynwald now?
Maybe. Get off your
Maybe.
high hill.
You
Come
know,
down
if
and
you're
see
watching
us.
this, come join us.
Come
we
join
need
us.
you.
We do need you.
Yes.
And
I-
the camera's not even on, but yeah, camera on. We need you for our beautiful blue climate strike.
Mike's back on. There we
So
go.
it just said the camera went to me.
No,
Climate
yes.
switching. Not me just trying to steal the show, of course.
Remember when
not,
Archie
of course
turned
not.
our mics off so we could talk about Thatcher?
That was so I could mention a Thatcher quote because you wouldn't let me mention one.
Yeah. I wonder why.
Because she's a brilliant woman.
We
Talking
don't
of
support
Thatcher.
fascist
Talking
dictators.
of
What?
Thatcher, there is going to be a. It's actually quite a good it's a very good statue.
First of all,
It's-
it's not.
it's
It's,
going to
an
be
ugly statue.
It looks good.
Doesn't.
It was
Doesn't.
very well
mate.
done.
It really
It
doesn't.
does. That's my opinion. At least.
Okay, it's been right-
Art's,
it's been-
art's subjective. Art's subjective.
I'll do subject.
But there's a Thatcher
Good and bad
statue going to be
things.
erected in her hometown. Is it Grantham?
I'm not.
Say
I don't want to
Grantham.
commit to that. But it
In
is
her
in
hometown.
her hometown.
Speaking of Thatcher, have you guys been watching The Crown?
Yes, I
Yes,
actually have. You
yes.
should go
Don't-
watch
don't-
it,
don't
everyone. It's
spoil
really
it.
good.
It is very good. I recommend watching it. I don't like the monarchy. Like, I only started watching it because
Yeah, Grantham in Lincolnshire.
Matt Smith was in it, and then I got so invested in it that I, I don't care about the monarchy. Couldn't give two darn hootens about the monarchy. ask me anything about The Crown, and I'll like.
But
I'll
The
know it.
Crown, as I
More
like to say,
specifically
is
about
not
Matt Smith.
it is not a historic
Josh
representation,
O'Connor.
so you shouldn't take what the characters have done or said.
Well, it is
the-
actually. It's very accurate.
It is accurate, but some of it
events
is
are accurate,
but it's
dramatized.
But it's dramatized. So,
So,
how you might
key
say like
events.
Camilla or being like or Charles being really rude or obnoxious.
I mean,
is
yes,
it necessarily
but-
true? It's taken and it's an interpretation.
Yes. Yeah. The key events are obviously still
Yeah.
true. We're not
Yeah.
saying that they're lying, but it is a dramatization.
Mountbatten
Howard
didn't
Wilson-
actually die. in
Yeah.
it.
How Harold Wilson in the early series actually became prime minister?
No, that was fake. Fake
Mountbatten definitely didn't try and overthrow the government. That was never a thing. It doesn't matter. The monarchy's just a figurehead. They have no real power. They can't do anything. Sorry, I just vomited on a metaphor. Yeah. Also, I love that they've elevated her statue, Margaret Thatcher's
Yes,
statue, to
yes.
10 feet, and the only response of people like tweeting pictures of ladders and stuff, and someone posting being like, oh. Because it's like £100,000 they've spent over being like £100,000. Shame it's going to be in a river soon.
You see, it's £100,000 to erect, but they do say that will be recouped by donations.
The
Yeah.
thing is, though,
Which is-
at a
which-
time where
which
the
it-
NHS is in a
it
bit of a
most likely will be.
crisis,
but the thing is, it's it's a statue of Margaret Thatcher.
I can't wait for a seagull just to come and just.
It is going to be.
It's controversial, but you have to admit, you have to give it to her. She
Can't
was
wait
the
to wee on
first
it.
female prime minister of the country, and surely that.
If
is
her
something to celebrate.
achievement is that she was female,
No, it's showing that the step forward
No,
for women.
it is,
There is
it
the first
is.
female
That
prime
is-
minister.
Not-
Considering
that
she
is
hated
correct.
all women, but like.
You must admit that is something
Yeah.
we should celebrate.
no, it is. It is. I wish it had been a different woman, but it is good to
Yeah.
show that women can and should have a place in British politics.
Yeah.
I've also just
Unless
found
you're
out.
Priti Patel.
Yeah. That 1,000 people have already vowed to attend the egg throwing that is scheduled to take place at the statue's inauguration.
I will take 2 weeks isolation just to
my
go for that egg
apologies.
throwing.
According to this, it's not 100,000; it's £300,000. My apologies.
Pounds?
What did you think?
I thought you
Pence?
said people.
No. It's £300,000 for the statue.
Where's that?
Sky News.
Sky News, because you see, BBC is
Right
only the
bias.
council is underwriting
spicy.
£100,000 for an unveiling ceremony.
Right.
See, that's just the
Oh,
unveiling
no.
ceremony.
The £100,000 is for the ceremony. The statue
Itself cost.
itself has cost £300,000.
That's honestly a lot of money.
So total comes to just shy. It's 400,000, so almost £500,000.
Yeah.
Which
For Margaret Thatcher.
I do hope they see the
Is she
irony of
worth it?
spending this much money on someone who cut welfare and social security.
It
policies
was
so
it was
much.
brought to the town by Grantham Museum, so it was bought
yeah,
by
but,
museums, not public
but with
authority.
money. So
With
it's
money,
still
yes.
I wasn't necessarily
yeah.
saying, but that's how much it cost. And I just think it's very funny that 1,000 people, over in fact, have already promised they will turn up to an egg throwing contest at the same day.
It's a contest.
Who knows what that
Ewan,
will
if you're
involve.
listening, please go.
Meet us at the statue. We'll bring the eggs. Archie can watch and cry.
Watch and
Archie
condone,
will like
yeah.
protect it
Oh,
with
not
his
condone
body.
Yeah.
Ewan might not make it out there alive. He might be thrown 2 minutes eggs at Ewan. It's not the egg throwing competition at Ewan.
No, it's
other way around.
that's just
not on Thatcher.
That big M.
Oh, well,
That's
you
made
know
my
what?
day,
Honestly,
honestly.
that's quite good. I'm glad 1,000 people are going to throw eggs at Margaret Thatcher. That's good.
Well, political opponents only use personal insults when they have no political arguments left.
I mean,
Thatcher quote there.
to be fair, they also have criticised what she did and the actions she took. But when we do that, you say, inflation.
But she actually
do
did
that.
this.
I can argue that she did well, and we'll have that debate
Some
sometime.
other
There are
time.
good things and bad
PolitiBabble
things to everything.
Christmas special, I think that should be our Christmas special.
That's so funny.
2 hour long
Brilliant
special. on
Iron
Thatcher.
Lady.
I think we
No.
should do a really relaxed Thatcher episode.
Yes,
I think
that's
a
our
good
Christmas
plan.
special.
We'll
Look out for it.
we'll
It'll
get
come
that in the
out
works and we'll see what we can figure
18th of
out.
December should be out.
We may decide against
17th
it,
of December.
but we'll see what
What's
happens.
happening on the 18th?
I don't
we
know.
break up
School's
from
out.
school.
Yeah.
School's
Macy's
out
back as well.
for
Macy's.
Christmas.
Well, she gets out of lockdown.
It should be out on
Yeah.
Friday the 18th of December. Will be our Christmas special. Look out for it.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get some Christmas music out.
Snow
Yeah.
Quite right.
falling.
It is It is
All
December, so it
around
is
me.
acceptable to listen to Christmas music.
Children
Before that, you
sway.
should be
What do
hung,
you
drawn,
actually
and quartered.
think about Fairy Tale in New York? They obviously say
Absolutely fine.
Yeah.
the F slur in the song.
It's the snowflakes which complain. Sorry.
No, it's. I think you. I don't like how much you're using the word snowflake. Like,
Sorry, yeah.
It's
It's
like Archie's
twitching.
just discovered the
Yeah.
word, and he's like, I gotta slip it. But no, it's. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think in the context the word is used, it's actually just an Irish
Yeah.
Yeah.
word that doesn't actually have any
No,
connotations on.
it's nonsense that it's not being.
No, and I do
Yeah.
agree with that. I think it should be played.
I do understand people getting offended by it, but
It's also
you know,
a term for a bundle of sticks.
Yeah.
is it
Yes.
Gotta represent
Wow.
stick rights. I
exactly
guess.
stick right? Stick
No,
rights
but
matter, but yeah,
I do actually think it should be left in the song.
yeah.
It-
I
its
understand why
actual
people get
meaning.
offended of it.
Its actual
but-
meaning is a bundle of sticks. I'm
Oh.
sure you know what we're referring to. We won't mention it at risk
Yeah.
of offending and melting people, but you know.
Yeah. I mean, but yeah, we'll see what happens to that. Still, everyone, you can enjoy the song in your homes.
Yes.
As you should.
As you should, yes.
Listening to Happy
This
Christmas
is a
music.
fun little fact, but do you know the guy who sings the song and how he has like 3 teeth?
Oh, yeah.
Well, whenever I didn't brush my teeth one night because I was a little rebel, my parents would be like, if you don't brush your teeth, you're going to end up like the guy who sings Fairy Tale New York. And I'd
It's
be
true.
like,
Everyone brush your teeth. It's good.
yes. And on that note,
yes.
Is that the ending note? We're
yes,
wrapping up.
brush
I feel
your
like
teeth.
we
I mean,
still
unless
have.
we have anything else to talk about.
I mean, do we?
No, but look out for our Christmas special,
Yeah.
December the 18th.
Yes, there will
It'll
be,
be out there.
other things before that.
Yes,
but,
obviously,
Like, yeah,
but
but not just in case.
You can't
Bye.
beat the Christmas special. Bye, yeah.
Hugs. Yeah. Oh, I didn't say it last episode, but hugs and kisses. I'm so sorry. I'll
You've
say it.
been
I'll say it twice.
PolitiBabble.
Hugs and kisses.
And we can
hugs
start to
kisses.
say Merry Christmas from the PolitiBabble team. It is December. If you're watching this at a later date or sometime 30 years in the future when we're all actually leading the
Dead.
world
What?
and ruling the world, then, 50 years down the line when we're Joe Biden's age of 78, we'll be the
69.
new world leaders.
Funny.
Very nice there, Brucia. Very nice.
When
yes.
we are 420 years old, yes.
Then, watching this back, it is Christmas time where we are. So enjoy.
Bye.
Bye.
You've been PolitiBabbled.
Yay! Let's go home. Woo woo.